Hello. Good evening. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. Um, good evening. Good evening. Hope you're well. Oh, hi, Musisi. Good evening. Happy New Month. And I hope you can hear me. Hi. Hello. Jimmy, how are you, Mama? I'm glad you're here. I need someone to support me as well. So Musisi too is here. Thank you. I need it to be a interactive section. Loud and clear. Thank you. Happy new month to you. Hope you're all doing well. Okay. Okay, thank you. Please don't forget to like the video for me. I know it's been a while. I've had the live section here because I've been away for I think 4 to 5 weeks now. Excuse me. Good. So I don't know, maybe we should wait a little bit before I start. Of course, I wouldn't want the live to be too long, so it is a would I say watchable? So sometimes when they are too long, people might not really watch. Even the small 10 minutes video, a lot of people still skip. And let me try and send to the community. Um, a month. Okay, thank you. A month. Yeah, thank you. I know a lot of people will be on live right now. Sometimes I don't know the date to actually come on, depending on also my work schedule. I plan to be using Thursday and Friday, Saturday. I think Monday till Wednesday is going to be a bit tough for me. If I'm off, sometimes I might pop in, or Saturday or Sunday, sometimes I do have time. But I know weekend, a lot of people do. They're also uh, having their own live stream. Um, I'm just gonna send to. Let me share it to the community. Where is the thing again? Okay. YouTube have actually changed their, would I say, their format or their template. The way we watch, look at things before is different. I don't even know where my own program is. I think I have to go to channel or my video. They change a lot of things. I can't find it. I don't even know how they turn on the advert as well. People always remind me you didn't turn off advert. I don't know how to do all these things. Um, okay, I think I can see it now. I can see myself. How do I share? Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, Chison. Thanks for joining. How are you? Good afternoon. Good evening here. I'm sure it's still afternoon at yours. Evening stroke afternoon. It's just 4 o'clock here. Um, And also the advert thing. Am I going to turn it on studio? I don't know where they do it. I'm sorry if you guys have an idea. Please do let me know. Um, Content live. Um, I don't know where they turn it on. I cannot come my key myself. Welcome to the channel. And I have two, yeah, what is the topic that I would like us to discuss? And I saw one on is both of them were actually on Instagram, I guess. The second one I saved this one where I just couldn't find it. So I might just as I might just verbally explain it. And I'm sure some of us must have seen the story, but I want us to first of all talk about here. I think the first topic I put on is family interference in marriage. That's the one I couldn't really find the write up where I saved it, and I saw it on Instagram where a lady was complaining of how family interfere into a marriage. She was pregnant, and I think she was almost due to put to bed. Her husband traveled, or is either her husband travel or her husband lives abroad. But her husband tend to send money to his mother or the sister. So when she was in labor and things were a bit complicated, she the mother-in-law and the sister-in-law, they didn't declare that or uh, fill her in that the her husband sent money in to support her. Maybe it's for hospital fee, and she needed to actually go in for surgery. She ended up. She said she had to call someone to bring her sister's land document, which she used to as a guarant whatever thing to put down so that they could go on with the surgery. And I guess maybe she actually lost the baby. It was later that she found out that her mother-in-law and her sister-in-law were actually in possession of the money her husband sent, because her husband sent the money to them. So, and she did narrate how they do interfere in their relationship from time to time. And I think this time around, it got to the peak for her. And we do hear stories of how, you know, sisters-in-laws, brothers-in-laws, uh, mother-in-laws, very few of the father-in-laws really. So to me, I thought we should discuss about how do you put a balance in allowing the in-laws to interfere into your family affair, into marriage. Of course, when you're meeting them for the first time or the first couple of times, even if you're not meeting them for the first time, let's say maybe you guys grew up in the same environment. Once you know this is the person you have an emotional connection with, you tend to want to give their family more of respect or regard. I don't know how to put it, but I do hope you understand that. Um, so with that, you start noticing the way they are treating you. So I know some of them do want to be in control. In total, they just want to be in control. And it happened mostly when maybe their son that you got married to is the only son, or the first son, the breadwinner. You know, there are some of them. There are some sisters that there are some family that they have about five um female, and they now have only one son. So the other females and their mom tends to be the guy's mom. They control every. Let's be sincere. They want to control almost everything about them. I experienced a little. My husband is the first son, and I noticed a couple of things, and I would say it took a while, and patience actually worked for me, because it got to a stage I had to ignore and focus on myself. It's not as if it doesn't hurt, but later on, things start switching around. So if you're the type that you need to give them the boost, it might not really work for you because you don't know the people you're dealing with. So it's just discussing about the in-laws here, how they interfere into marriages, and how do you allow this? When should you start spotting that this is going to be an issue, because if we say it's a red light, or I mean, um where you should draw the line, um you might actually start judging before it's time. When should you start saying, okay, this, I don't think this is going to work? Are you going to discuss it with your partner? Should you wait till when you're already married before you start bringing what you observe about is family interfering into your affair? And even if you know, let's say for example, people that even know before they got married, what should they do? How should they address this? Sincerely, we do have some men who are, would I call them baby? They're still a child in their parents' house, or with their siblings, their mom, whatever their parents says, they just have to come back home and implement it. They don't take it through. So it's a battle for some ladies. And I don't want to just focus on the ladies being on the receiving end. There are some men that also go through that in the hands of their own in-law, the wife they got married to is a baby, or everyone just step over them. So wherever they say, she will bring it to me and say, my family said this, my family said that. You just tend more on the female side. That's why we're actually saying this. Good evening, Mommy Fechi. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. So I do hope you understand my what I'm trying to bring out here about family interference into our marriage. Before the people got married and people that are already they're already in it. We have Mommy Ifechi. Yeah, she says she has about 40 something years experience in marriage. So mine is just over 20 years. So it's like we cut into half. So she has more experience, but I know sometimes it's not how long you've been married. You know, some people in their early marriage are already facing they are facing what you faced after 5 years. In their first year, they are already facing the gbas gbos. Why some it took a while before it sets in, and they are not really able to balance up or know how to react to this. Welcome, Sister Uju. You're welcome. So that's what I want us to discuss today: family interference in marriages. I couldn't find the post really. I've searched for it again. I don't know how we got. I don't even know where I got. What site? Maybe it was Tunde Ednot, or let me try check Instablog. How the lady was describing how a sister-in-law and a mother-in-law interfered while she was in labor, and to me, I feel, why can't the man take a proper decision without I think, you know, some men, they still have that fear for their family, their would I call it extended family and family now, because once you're married you already start having your own family, so we should be your first priority. And that doesn't mean that you should forget your parent, but they should just try to would I say strike a balance. Let me read some comments here. I don't know where I stopped really. Look at the Uber thing and our other things. Um, we have gathered back here. Thank you. um, where are you coming from? Did anyone have live stream today here? I don't know, because I just come online this if just few minutes before I come live. Just setting up my camera. Yes, not how long. A very good friend of mine, marriage ended recently after 41 years. Let me highlight that. Can you imagine? Um, was the retirement of marriage? I didn't get that. Okay, so welcome, Sister Ngozi Creativity. Like I said, I will check Instagram and see if I was finding the if I'll find the write up again. I'll try and share the link. If you want me to would I say repeat myself on what we're discussing. I saw something on Instagram about how a sister-in-law and the mother were interfering in their marriages, and she was into labor. Even the fact that her husband sent money to the account, they didn't disclose that, even at the point of losing her life. I think she ended up losing the child, and she had to use her sister's or brother's um, property paper as she gave that to the, oh God, how am I going to keep this thing? To them at the hospital so they could carry on with the surgery. She eventually had a surgery, I guess, but I think the child didn't make it. So she was telling us how she's been struggling in the marriage, how her husband family has been being the dictator in the family for her husband. So it seems her husband tend to listen to them more than her. So I'm just asking right now, when should we start spotting it? What should we do? When should we start taking that step of saying, okay, I don't think this is gonna work. Sometimes if you start early, they will know their boundaries. And if you allow them too much and you want to start creating boundaries 10 years later, it might be difficult, except you guys relocate. And we know some people, when they relocate, that's when they do have their say in the marriage. As a female, I'm still going to come up with another one which I saw, and I know, this jackpotting, and it seems to be the best time for some of the wives to take the action, or to reject what they don't want from the marriage. So everyone is greeting each other. I think I dropped the link if you please want to join to contribute. And while I'm trying to wait, I'll search on Instagram. Let me try Instablog. Maybe it's there. Just that this thing will take a while before you see it. I'm not leaving the site. Leave it alone. Oh, Sister Oju, good evening from here, and I think it's morning at yours. I guess 1, 2, early afternoon over here there. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you. Good morning, host.
Good
Good morning,
morning
everybody
from our side.
in the chat. Yes, it's morning here. It's still morning. Yeah. So if you're hearing my morning voice, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Thank you for joining.
thank you. Before I contribute, guys, go to my community. YouTube rolled out a very good option. Oh my God. This feature is awesome. You know how normally when you want to view your payment,
Yeah.
you check your payment, you go through Google Assets and all that. Now you can easily check your YouTube payment on, what you are accruing for the month on your studio, on your YouTube studio. It is so easy.
Mm.
I found
Yeah,
it
I
out
saw it too.
yesterday. I was so happy because the day before I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just tired of going through this Google Access process to check my whatever I've
I didn't
accumulated.
even go there anymore until when they send me the thing.
My dear,
Because it's
normally
stressful.
sometimes I'll go because I haven't received payment for months.
Yeah, okay. I've
For
only received payment twice now
yeah,
since
for
I got
months.
monetized.
I haven't received anything. So I'm like, is this still working? So I'll go and check. And that day I was just frustrated, the process you go through. And then 2 days later, YouTube just rolled out this. So you can easily check it on your YouTube studio. You go and see it on my community. The process is there. Just touch there. You go through and voila, you see it. So that's just the thing. Okay, just to contribute to what you were saying, when it comes to family interference, especially a mother-in-law or sister-in-law interference. Number one, let me tell you the truth, the gospel truth. If they were the one, let me say the mother-in-law introduced you to your wife,
Mm.
they feel automatically that they have, the right
Total
to
control.
interfere because they were the one that brought you to the family. You see what I'm saying? Yes. And sometimes, if your husband is not there, like in Nigeria, maybe he's outside the country, think about it. Your husband will listen more to them because they are family. He has
Mm.
known them for a long time compared to you. Because think of your mother-in-law introduced you to him. So that's the cause of it. But as you get older in the marriage, as you now come together, it is time for you guys to now start separating that. It may be hard, and I've seen it happen a lot. It may be hard when you're with them, especially our culture, you stay with your in-laws. It may be hard when you're with your in-laws and your husband is outside the country for both of you to, make decisions without involving them. And my culture will say, meaning it's not only one person. It's not only your husband that is marrying you.
You married to, yeah.
You are married to the family. And for you as a wife, you have to be wise. Wise in the sense to know that, okay, I'm now in this family. My husband is somewhere. And my plan, the hope, is for me to join my husband. There are some things you have to swallow. There are some things, let me tell you the truth, there are some things you have to swallow. And you keep praying, because you cannot just on the phone tell your husband, no, it has to be only both of us. We should not get your family involved. No, not while you are living with them. Do you understand? That is when that patience comes in, and they'll respect you for that. Then when you finally join your husband, it's not that you cut them off. You never cut them off, because his family is his family. No matter how you look at it, his mom is his mom. But now both of you can now start building your home. And hopefully he will now start focusing on his own home, knowing that that's what the Bible said. A man should leave his let me say his family,
Yeah.
and be joined to his wife, and then two shall become one flesh. So when you're now together, it is easier to do it. I'm just telling you the gospel truth. When you are living with your in-laws, it is hard, because your husband, think about it, this is his mother. Think, okay, let's turn the tables around. Let's say is my son or your son, and you've carried this son, and this son, you're close to the son. Of course your son will listen to you because of that wisdom that comes from an older, do you understand, an elderly person. But the woman should not take it as if but some of them overdo it too. Some mother-in-laws overdo it, which is wrong.
Of course, yeah.
Which is very, very wrong. But while you're still with them, you have to, whether you like it or not, there are some things you have to stomach till you join your husband. And then both of you will now start focusing on your family, making decisions by yourself, now that you are with him. It doesn't mean that you not take care of your in-laws and your family too. It doesn't mean that. But at least you know that now it is two, both of us making decisions, trying to figure out things that will work for our family, knowing that they've lived their lives. But when you want wisdom, you can still, your mom, your parents can still advise you. But it has to be based on both of you, your decisions. But what am I trying to say? That when you are living with them, it is hard. Do you understand? It is very hard. If you're living with your in-laws, let's say the truth, it is harder. But it's when that's when wisdom and patience comes in. All right, that's my 2 cups.
Thank you. Let me ask you a question before you leave. I do
Okay.
understand what you're what you've explained so far.
Mhm.
But let's say for people who are a bit new, or they're also trying to see when should I start defining the boundaries.
Mhm.
When do you think they should start? How do you think they should go about it? Because of course, there's some men don't know how to say no to their own maybe siblings. You know, like siblings that they took over as if they are the parent to the guy. Some men would not say no to this. The wife will have to. She will keep struggling, you know. So it does disturb their relationship. How do you think, or when do you think they should start drawing the boundary, and how?
Everybody is different. It is a process. And a man that is a man will understand that this is now my wife.
Mm.
But let me tell you, it is a process. I'm telling you the truth. It is a process. Just like me, when I got married, I understood. Okay, I I know that. Okay, is now I am my husband, but my family. I was carrying my family too. Do you understand? This is the family I grew up with. This is my siblings. It was a struggle. I'm just giving you an example. It was a struggle for me when I came here, because every time I'll be on the phone talking to my family, talking to this, my husband and I will say something, I'll share it with my, oh, mommy. See, do you understand? So I'm telling
Oh,
you, it is a process. And when a man does it, it looks somehow, but we do it. We women, we do it.
true. Yes, we do
And it
it.
took me a little bit to come to the realization that, ah, this is both of us. So what we decide, at least we have to decide together. And but then I would just call home. Oh, la 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 la. Oh, la la. Do you understand? And I didn't see anything wrong with that. That is the way some men say it. Because if they were very close to their mom or to their siblings,
Hmm.
it that's the way it should be. But with time, they'll start learning. With time, they'll realize it. Some may not realize it earlier than others. I'm just telling you the gospel truth. But if we have to go basically by what the Bible says, okay, once you get married, no, all both of you should just make decisions by yourself and all that. That's the way it should be. But to some, it takes a little bit. And it's for you talking, because it took me a little bit, to tell you the truth. It took my husband telling me, now is two as one. Now is two as one. Now is
Mm.
two as one. It is no longer I. Do you understand?
It's even patient to tell you, because some men will just start reacting. They
No,
expect you to know everything. Yeah.
yeah, he was telling me that, because think about it. All these years I've been living with my parents. I've been living by myself, and then you're telling me that now you have somebody to. And now you still as one. I didn't understand it. It took a bit, but I came to the understanding. Oh, this is true. And then I
Mm.
started walking towards it, because before then my family came first. No matter how, whatever, my fam. Let me tell you, I'm the Ada. The Ada is
Oh,
the first daughter.
yeah,
And
I
we
know.
got our family and our siblings like hawk. They are the center of our lives. Do you understand? You see where I'm coming from? So
Yeah,
it
I
was
do
hard.
get it.
It was hard for me to let go, because all my life I was protecting my siblings. All my life, my siblings came first, because I can forgo anything as long as my siblings are okay. So when I got married, I carried it like that. But it came to a point I realized that they are now grown. They can fend for themselves. I need to concentrate on my marriage. So, my dear, it may take a little bit. Yeah, it may take a little
Yeah.
bit for some of them, but they'll come to the realization one day. But the sister-in-law that is interfering should not. Like I personally, I have sister-in-laws. I don't interfere in their marriage. Never. I will never. So for them, they should realize that they are women too. And if
Mm.
they wouldn't want their own sister-in-law and their mother-in-law to interfere in their marriage, they shouldn't be interfering in their brother's marriage. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
that's just where I'm coming from. So Anybody that is strong enough that realizes it's just two as one, that's perfect. But what I'm trying to say, it may take some people a little bit of time. And the mothers, the parents should be the one guiding them. No, 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 no. Go to your wife. No, 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 no. You know, talk to your wife. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Redirecting them. But if you see a mother that is always like, yeah, tell me, what did she do today? What did, yeah, that's not a good mother. Do you understand? But a
Yeah.
good mother-in-law will say, no, 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 no. Go and talk to your wife. Both of you should settle it. What did your wife say in this situation? You see? So that's just
Sorry to hold you down. So the second topic, I don't know if you would like to contribute in the comment section. That's if you're still around. But if you know you have something you want to attend to, that's fine. Well, I'm
okay.
just trying to pick on the. It's also on Instagram. There's a pastor. Actually, she's actually my namesake. She's a simple going woman that I used
Host,
to
so
know.
I want to say
But
something. I want to say,
pardon
you
me?
look so beautiful, host. You look so
Oh,
beautiful
thank
today.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Continue.
you.
So you want me to
Yeah.
stay and answer that question too? It
That
go
yeah, if
cost
you
you.
know,
It go
if you
cost
know,
you. It go cost you.
you go
Okay,
cost me. I
continue.
know, I know. No
Continue.
problem. So
Continue. Mhm.
she was talking about I know she was trying to encourage the singles, people that
Yeah.
are so maybe waiting to, and she's trying to talk about, how you can with that she's talking about a female hygiene and all that, how you can also look after yourself, make yourself look good for if you know you're looking for a man to get married to. But I think the way she articulates her words were wasn't wrong to me, and that has also gotten on this as in the social media, the bloggers are also picking that, and normally they will pick the part where what she was saying. We might not listen to everything, but the part that you know she was saying, ladies should go out, spend money on wigs that natural hair doesn't, who natural hair help or something like that, and it wasn't a good message to a lot of people out there. Like I said, the way she articulated that to me was wrong. She might check it later and feel that wasn't what she wanted to say, or that wasn't how she would have actually said it out. But obviously, it's out already now, and I don't think she's been out there to make correction of what she meant. So, what do you say about that? Like natural hair, does it still attract men? Does natural or does a wig has to be the one to pull that men are more attracted to? Do you not think it's also another financial burdens on men or the women as well? That's what I needed to contribute on before you leave. Let me send the video as well. Can you still hear me?
Yes, host. To tell you the truth, I don't agree with that woman. Natural hair is still natural hair. A man that
Yes.
is attracted to you, whether you have natural hair or whether you wear wig, they understand the
Yeah.
attraction is attraction. And I remember my husband always says this: the inner beauty is more important, is more pulling than that outside beauty. Do you understand? The attraction should be there, but that inner beauty of a woman, even the Bible says it. Do you understand? If the Bible even say, let it not be the adorning of fancy hair and all that, but that
Yeah.
inner beauty, that gentle and the quiet spirit, that is more attractive to any man. But let me come to the natural hair part. I don't blame her for saying that, because our people, our culture, since time immemorial, remember, even
Yeah.
when we were plaiting our hair, that when the relaxer came out, everybody wanted to relax their hair. Do you understand? If you have natural
different
hair, they'll
cookie
look at
soap.
you as omoju, or what do you call it in that time, as you're not happening. It was from time immemorial. Even before the relaxer, we used to stretch it with hot comb. You know that
Hot
hot comb?
comb, yeah. Even some people will use iron, those cold iron that we have to put charcoal.
Yes.
God help us. So,
God help us. Just telling God that this natural hair, no, 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 do. Because we want to copy culture. We want to copy Indiocha. Now is the era of wig.
bone wig. I don't know why
Bone
my
straight.
children used to call it bone face, different HD. They call different. I was like, oh God.
It is
Oh,
bone, it's bone straight. And when they tell you the price, you
bone
dance
straight.
and you say, you know what? What a what?
Mm.
But that is what it is now. And this generation, that's what they are. They want. That's why you see these Yahoo boys buying them. Because for you to qualify, for you to be a good boyfriend or you to be a good husband, you must get that bone straight too. If you can't afford it, they will not look your way.
Voila.
Wahala everywhere. They call it liquid gold. There was a time somebody say, ah, yeah, so my husband will get me a liquid gold. I'm like, which gold is that? Do they melt gold now? I'm like, I've never seen that liquid gold before. And I was asking, where do you get the liquid gold? They say it's wig. I say, wig is now liquid gold. For you to know where they have placed us. If you're a young girl, especially in Nigeria, and you don't have a bone straight wig, and you say you have a boyfriend, do you know some of these bone straight wigs they go for 1,500,000 naira?
They are very expensive.
Very
Yeah.
expensive. So that's what the culture is portraying. And for this pastor to say such a thing, no. It's not
If you
right.
even check the video, I'm just trying to
It's
get
not
that
right.
sense in, and it's not working. If you see her hair on the day she was talking, she has this long, glowing. I don't know how to explain it. So, is that kind of wig too will be expensive. But you know what about what they're doing? How are they going to cope? Maintaining such lifestyle, because if they carry on like that, what about the person that is going to come to them? Would they now not try to put the burdens of the wig and all that? They will put it on them, or they will take the frustration out of them. I
But
can't see
that's
my
what they are
screen
doing.
anymore. If you can still see me.
I can see you. But that's what they are doing,
Okay,
my dear.
okay.
Husband and wife can't live in harmony because of bone straight wig. Because, oh, my husband's friend bought her bone straight wig for birthday. You have to make sure you buy it. A husband that can't afford it.
Hmm.
How do they expect them to get 1 million? Remember, they have school fees for children. They can't even eat. But you have to want to wear that bone straight wig. And this pastor is there encouraging it. It's horrible.
Hmm.
It
They
is
will say,
horrible.
when you find the advice out there, know the one that is meant for you. I'm
He that
just
will have
going to,
friends must first show
please,
himself
let me
friendly.
just
You're
pause it
squeezing your
first.
face.
Sorry. Can you still
Oh,
hear
see
me?
her bone straight. She has bone straight too.
Yeah, so let me, can I quickly play that? I don't know if you still have time.
Yeah, play it, right there. I'm still here. Anything for you,
You're
girl.
squeezing
I'm
your
here.
face. Nobody is calling me, but this is how your face is. Bible says, he that will have friends must first show himself friendly. You're squeezing your face. Nobody is calling me, but this is how your face is. Friday night, you're at home. Monday, you're at home. Tuesday, you're at home. Instead of you to be smiling, be shining your teeth.
Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. Olufunke, Yemsi, Onyid, and all that just joined, Smart Conserver. I appreciate you. Thanks for joining.
We have to be very careful
Anywhere
with the
you are.
advice we
When your
get.
friends are hanging out, say, I'm coming. When your colleagues are going to work, say, maybe that's where my husband will be. Let me dress up and join them. Show yourself friendly, and then you will have friends.
Forget
All of you will be
about that
carrying natural
lady.
hair about. Who natural hair help?
That's
Okay.
the, yeah, you imagine this place.
Maybe she's
When she said, "Who
advertising. She's
natural hair
advertising
help."
that wig. She's advertising that wig.
Can you see that? Like, I'm so sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
The
just
way
thought,
she
oh
shook it
God,
is advertising. That lady, I don't know who she is. I've never listened to her. Yeah, stay
oh, I
at home.
have
Let me
listened
tell
to
you,
Ash.
I was at home when my husband found me. So this thing is waka. I'm an
Hey,
introvert. I'm an introvert. When I was ready to get married, I just asked God, God, please, oh, these are the qualities I want in a man. And I'm ready to get married. I wasn't somebody that went partying. I never, if they know me, they know. So this thing that I always say it, if you stay at home, no man will find you. I was home. My husband found me at home. That is the truth. the gospel truth. Although I was working, okay, I was meeting other people that wanted to marry me, but my husband met me at home. I was minding my business, they came. Do you understand? So when they preach this kind of gospel, they should realize that, there's vanity. So that's why you have to be very careful who you listen to. Okay, look at
Yeah.
her. Look at her nails, all done, shaking that wig,
Oh, I didn't
advertising the
even check her
wig.
nails. Ah, you guys are perfect. It was her hair and the way she was, she has a very
No,
beautiful
I
face.
saw the
Like I
wig
said, I know
shaking
her,
that
but I
hair.
was surprised.
So a young girl watching it will now say that if a man that is not able to afford this kind of wig, or if I cannot afford it, then I'm a failure. What is in a wig? There are some people that don't have wigs, they have mansions, they have investments. There are some people that don't wear wigs, they're highly placed in the society. Who wig help? That's what I want to tell her. Who wig help? That's how they say it, isn't it?
Yeah, like I
Isn't it?
said, the way she was bringing out the message, it was also for those who are single and searching, and maybe they're not doing the right thing. They are not also looking after themselves as well. But it's the way she put it out there that wasn't right. So maybe she will be out there maybe next week, tomorrow or wherever, to say, because tomorrow is Sunday, she might decide to just address it, that why are people twisting it, or they're not getting the message well.
No,
So
the message is nice and clear. She said that natural hair will not get you a husband. Who will help? That is
he said,
weak.
who will help? Let me
Who will
let me
help?
finish playing
Who
it.
will help?
About who natural hair help?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
She said,
Then
You
she
better
shake
wear
it.
your wig. I be doing like this.
Oh my gosh.
And be flipping it. Go and spend that money on hair.
Mm.
oh my
Spend, draw
God.
your brows. Buy lip gloss. Look good.
Oh my
Natural
word.
hair is not selling markets.
Hey, me that don't have any
When you
money for
marry, you
hair.
off your wig because you have entered. There's nothing they can do about it. But
Hey,
before you enter, don't be caught on fresh. Never. Package yourself well.
But yes, young girl, let me tell you now, young girls, you can package yourself. You see that natural hair, you can braid it, and you will look more beautiful than that somebody wearing wig. It is the courage. It is the way you carry yourself. You don't have to follow a man to get wig. So because everybody is wearing wig, you need to be unique. You have to be yourself. We're talking about maybe her coming out to debunk, to retrace her step or to correct what she said. Remember Funke Adejumo? There was a
yeah,
preaching
I
that
was going to
Funke,
go there now. Yeah.
there was a preaching that Funke did. Yes, the same time, the same way, going around. Women, if you cannot give your husband 500,000 or 1 million, then you're a loser. Ah,
Yeah. There was
I
one
heard
that she
that.
said, yeah, you're a witch as well if
You're
your
a
husband
witch
is not making it and something
making
like
it.
that.
Ah, that thing hits me hard in the stomach. I say, God, this is just wrong message. I said, this is just wrong message. And many women were like, I said, this is wrong message. What is entering the church now? That was years and years ago. And then she now came out to apologize, to say that she's learning. That she didn't realize that many women are in an abusive relationship. Because you can be in your house and everything is fine and dandy for you. It's not like that for everybody. People should realize that. And young girls should mind who they listen to. The Bible should be your guide. If you have natural hair, rock your natural hair and look beautiful. A man that will marry you, will love you and love that natural hair. I don't want to take your time, okay?
Thank you
I'll
very much. I do
all right.
appreciate you. Thank you for joining and chipping in your own opinion. You're welcome, Olufunke. How are you and how are
Thank
the
you.
family doing?
Good evening,
Good
ma.
evening. I know you
Auntie
have a
Uju, good
pregnancy.
evening, ma. Yes, I have something to say about this. Yeah, because I have a similar experience. Good evening, everyone in the chat. I greet everyone. Happy Saturday,
Good
happy new
evening.
month to everyone.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I have a similar experience as touching this being yourself and getting a life partner and everything. I remember when I was about to get married as well. There was this man, this guy that I was in a relationship with. There was a day, part of the things that put me off from him was that he said, whenever we get married, he knows that I don't use jewelry from time. Even in fact, I don't have a hole in my ears. My parents didn't pierce my ears. And we've been in this relationship for like a year. And then he just woke up one day and told me, if you eventually marries me, I have to start using jewelry. A man telling a woman that before marriage is a red light. I've been waiting at the column. Is a red flag. Yes, it's a red flag to me. And he even went further and said, because he is a political, like he has political visions and all, he said he wants me to be able to dress like a governor's wife. That because the way I am, I don't look like someone that will fit a governor's wife because I don't use jewelry. And even me, I was even trying to convince him because then Fayoshe's wife was a Deeper Life member back then in Ekiti State. His wife was not using jewelry back then. I was even telling him that, so when you see Fayoshe's wife, she's a Deeper Life member. She doesn't use jewelry. Now I make committed know that the kind of governor's wife he wants is someone that will be using jewelry and all. So I think this is the kind of thing that is coming up again from this our woman of God that is saying in the public that natural hair doesn't sell market again. Like I didn't even know how we got here. The essence of the pulpit is no longer there in our churches. You want to preach for ladies to get husband and everything. There are other Bible passages that you can use. There are other things you can use to encourage them. What happened to the spiritual part of marriage? Is it only packaging that marriage needs these days? These are mommy geos and everything. They are misleading many ladies nowadays. Yeah. So the issue of this woman that is trending also, like yesterday, the 55 million saga that someone gifted wife.
That is 20
in
million.
front of the church, in front of the congregation. Look at the way that woman was dressed. Like everything was blinking. Like designer from head to toe, makeup, bone straight. The weave on was touching like butt length. You can imagine how much one of those bundles will cost. That is the legacy they are leaving for young girls now. So the poor men, the poor boys out there, they can't get wives again now. That's the problem they are causing. And these young girls will now be following all these internet fraud, all these guys that does internet fraud and all. Because those are the guys that can provide bone straight for you these days. Someone that is doing 8 to 4 cannot buy bone straight for a girlfriend, to be honest. Because where will he get the money from? Is it from the salary, the 40,000 salary or the 100,000 salary that you buy bone straight? It's only Yahoo boys that can buy bone straight for girlfriend easily these days. So that's just my little contribution about this. I will still be in the chat. I want to say to this your children. I will still come back.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
good evening, Sister Ngozi. Good evening. No, I can't hear you. I think you muted yourself. You're still.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Good evening. How are
I
you
just
doing?
started to show my face.
Yeah, I wanted to say like yeah, we can see your face and you're beautiful. I love your hair.
Thank you. It's natural, by the way. Hello, that person is talking. This is my hair. It's all mine.
I love your hair. Thank you.
Tired. It was even looking finer before, but I'm tired, so I'm just on my bed. I'm like, whatever. I don't even care right now. So, yeah. So, in response to what she said, I think I didn't really watch the whole video. I just came across it is it TikTok or something? Yeah. So I am kind of like being careful to conclude or judge what she said because I didn't really watch the entirety of the whole video. I didn't watch everything. But one thing that ran to me is that no matter what she said, there was a statement she made that really caught me off, like, whole natural hair help.
Help.
No matter the message she was trying to pass across, that statement alone, it's almost like it ruined everything. So this one is just a lesson to us women, because we women, we talk a lot. And when we talk, sometimes we talk with emotions and we don't really seem to filter what we have to say. So even though she meant something else, it came out in the wrong way, you see. So that's who natural hair help. It helps me. That thing she said, she's totally wrong. My natural hair helped me. It's still helping me. It has saved me a whole lot of money. Money that I would have used to go and start buying one kind of, I don't know, hair extension that I don't necessarily need. I just use my natural hair I just take care of my natural hair. If there's an event I'm going to, there's a way I will package my hair. And people will even begin to ask me, is this your natural hair? I have to be the one telling them. You see, people used to ask me, is this your natural hair? I'm like, yes, it's my natural hair. It all depends on how you arrange the hair. Though I know that there are some people that don't really have that loss of hair. So I understand. So there are other alternatives, like maybe the wig. That is where it can play an important role, you know. But the thing is that everybody with their own. But please don't be judgmental on those who decide to go natural. Like you now, hosts, you are looking beautiful with your low cuts.
Thank you.
Do you understand? You don't necessarily have to have a hair that is sweeping the ground like a bridal tray. When you are a wedding, you are a bride. You wear this veil that is sweeping the ground. You don't need vacuum cleaner. Is that necessary? A man who wants to go outside will still go outside. If you like, wear all the fake lashes and all the long hair in the world. If you are doing that with the sole intention of having and keeping a man, you get it all wrong. Just like what Sister Uju said, the Bible emphasizes on good character. So if you have a good character, where all these things fails you, your character will stand out. If you're an elderly woman now, whether you are natural or you are wearing wigs or whatever, the time comes where all these physical things begin to fail. What will not stand for you is your character.
You get tired. Sorry.
You get tired now. There are some women I used to see in YouTube, some women in their 80s, and they still have time for makeup. I begin to ask myself, if I'm 80, will I have time for makeup? Even me now that I'm not old, before I start thinking of concealer, I start thinking of foundation, I start thinking of this, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, please spare me. I'm not even a makeup person anyway. So
remember the day I was wearing glass. That's if the whole has not even gone. God help me.
Let me even look for my earrings. Where I even keep them. My sister, see my earrings. What happened to it? My son literally dragged it from my ear. So even if I want to slay, do I even have the opportunity to slay? My pikin remove the thing from my ear. Who has time? So my point is this, no, really, sometimes I feel like doing it, but when you look at your environment, there's no time, no, even me on my own, I don't even have time. I'm not even that kind of person, you know. So the thing is that we women should be contented with what we have, you know. So that's just my point. She didn't really express herself the way she ought to, because so many ladies will take this thing literally now and go and start frustrating the men in their lives to buy bone straight hair for them. What's the point of all that? You know? So that's the little contribution I have to make. Whether you have the money or not, there are other ways to beautify yourself as a woman. There are other ways. I've seen women who are so beautiful physically. They have everything, but their character, zero. So what is the point at the end of the day? You understand? So while we are working on our physical attributes, which is also good, as a woman, please, nobody should misunderstand me. We all have the sole responsibility for looking good, not just for people outside, but for our own selves. Okay? But while we are doing that, let us also work on our inner self. You know? So that's what I have to say about it.
Thank you very much. Can I let's talk about if you still have a few minutes. First what we first discussed on was about the family interference. Sister I just jumped in. I think maybe she wanted to chip in something, maybe about what you said. I don't know. You're welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Well said. That's Anita Ngozi. Well said. Yes. Even the Bible
Hello,
said.
hello, Sister Ju. Hey, in fact, sorry for cutting you off. Please, I would like to say something. I'd like to say something.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know how many people are here. These two ladies have really helped me in my baby YouTube channel. Gorex Corner. I have to put you on the spot, Sister Gorex. I have to put you told me before, but I'm sorry. Sister Uju and Gorex Corner. These two ladies, they are amazing. You know, you might look at it as if it's nothing or it's no big deal, but to me, I'm somebody that loves to appreciate people. No matter what you have done, I appreciate you. So let me use this platform. As you even see my face, because I don't really like showing my face. This is my first time I'm doing this. I just want to say thank you for your support. Sister Gorex, thank you, Sister Uju. I really appreciate you people. I appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're
Thank
welcome.
God.
We love you.
Thank
Guys,
you, Sister Uju.
if you don't know Ngozika, please go to her channel. She's an awesome artist. And if you want to buy paintings, she's the one to.
Yeah,
Order your
please support
paintings,
her.
she will ship it for you. Support her massively.
Please.
I'm not joking, no. Support her massively. She's just an amazing lady. And I blessed her because God used her to bring me back to live stream. Because at a point I didn't want to be live streaming again. And I said a prayer. I just prayed. I said, God, if you're the one leading me back to live streaming, because it takes time, confirm it. Let somebody say something. This girl, and Ngozi came to under my comment section. I think it was my community post. Sister,
yes,
when are you doing live streaming again? I missed your live stream. I said, that is a confirmation. So I started. I went back and I just said, okay, God, I'm going back. I am going back to live streaming. So thank you. God used you to bless me too. And then Trini, I don't know whether you guys know my Trini. Trini, she does live streaming Saturdays too. Please support her.
I don't know.
The message.
I don't know her, but I'll check her out.
Yeah. Oh, please, she's Trini. She draws with her kids and she quotes the Bible and all that. She's just one amazing lady. And she left another comment there that just melted me. I was crying. I said, God, okay, I agree. So what I wanted to say is I agree with what Ngozi said, because even the Bible said it. Let it not just be the adjoining of braided hair with jewelries and all that. It doesn't mean that if you want to wear it, you can't wear it too. But let it be the inner beauty, that gentle and a quiet spirit. That's what the Bible talks about. But I want to share this story. I know, but some of you will laugh, but it's okay. My sister said, Uju, this is your wig, because I don't care what I put in my head. I've been running away from human hair. And my sister is like, you need human hair? I need to send you human hair. I said, please don't send though, because I saw this testimony. She said, what testimony? She said, testimony of a lady that said that she bought this wig. And since she bought it, a man has been following her. You guys are laughing. She said, is that Oyibo man following her, telling her about the hair? I'm like, is that the wife's hair then? I don't understand. So this lady came out. This is true story. This lady came out for deliverance and said that she's been delivered because since she bought that woman hair, that this man has been following her in her dreams, following her. She sees this white man and all that. But today that she has been delivered and she no longer wears that human hair. And it took me back to a video that I think it was showed how this human hair, how they make this wig in India, how they shave the women's hair, and they had to do some kind of ritual. I don't know. So that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to scare anybody. But when I heard that, it really touched me. I'm like, really? Really? So people should be mindful of what they put on their head.
Yeah, it's true.
The original one of the hair is just in there.
My sister was laughing so hard. I said, so continue laughing. I run away from those things because I don't want to be sleeping. I want somebody with dragging their hair. It's my wife's hair. Something like that.
You did dream as well. Oh God.
I knew you guys will laugh, but that was what I saw that testimony. But it's not all the wigs, guys. Some of them are just manufactured.
Synthetic, yes, synthetic.
Yeah. Some of them are synthetic, although they say it's human hair, Yeah, some of them are just, so it depends. But another thing I want to point out is although we are still talking about it, that doesn't mean that you should not dress nice as a wife and as a woman. You don't need to wear wigs. Just whatever you have, make sure you look nice, because your husband needs to see that niceness. And do you understand? Even if you don't wear earrings, even if you don't wear, just look nice. Look nice for your hobby. Look nice, so that when people see you, they'll glorify the God in you.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be very expensive. Guys, I'm not a very expensive person, no. But
Me
each
too.
time I go out, people will be just looking at me. Oh, where did you look so beautiful? Where did you get this? Where did you get that? In my heart, and I will say, if I tell you where I got it, you will not go. So just do you understand? You really need to look nice too as a wife. As a woman. You don't, because you're married like I do now, I'll just wear robe all night, all day. Sometimes I just say, let me just look nice. If it means just sweatpants, just wear and show a little bit of your figure. It's for your husband, though. It's not outside. Do you understand? Not spike quite love, except it's all any bang, because some of us, you know what bang is. Except you're avoiding bang, but you need to look nice as a woman. It builds your self-esteem. Do you understand? You don't need to look, when you stay at home, when you go out, to look nice, it makes you feel good, so I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
Thank
Love
you.
you guys. Please go and
Yeah, I
visit
love you. Bye. Okay, thank
subscribe to
you.
her channel, share her videos, share it, order
Yes.
from her, order her paintings. She does an
Thank
amazing
you.
job. And if you would like
Yeah.
to
Thank you.
do something, Auntie Joe,
And so many ways of
it's
supporting
true.
people,
Because when that
we don't
man
have to
comes,
give
you
them
smell
cash.
nice. You do the bang. I don't want people to say Thai chico is side chicken my husband. But when your husband is you, only your husband will want. You to say perfume na side of your ear, side of the ear. Push all your head, look oh nice. See angwata na. Now your husband now. Now your husband waiting. Because holiness, we are very holy. When it comes to husband and wife play, that bedroom play, I beg, do your job, okay? Do your job. Do your job. If it means massaging the waist, massage him. And he will massage it too. If it means massaging the leg, massage him. Enjoy each other. That's how God wants it. All right? Don't be like, I'm praying from midnight to 12. Praying is good, though. I didn't say praying is not good. Not when the man is just there, he wants you. You are pretending to be praying. There was one pastor that said it. I laughed. He said, each time I come at night, my wife will be pretending to be praying, and I'll stay up, looking, waiting for her. Then I'll fall asleep. It's not fair. It's not good, though. Clean yourself up, wash up, put perfume. Give the man what he wants. That food, give him physical food and the food that God
He said,
has
do your
given
job.
to him. Okay, this is not the topic for the day. Bye-bye.
He said, do your job. It's still the same thing, because she's trying to also encourage the singles.
Exactly.
So when they
It's the
get
same
married, they still need to
direction.
do it.
It's true.
But it's just when she said, when you get home, you can take it out. When you're already married, you can stop doing that. But of course, it could create some issues at home if the man doesn't find her very attractive enough. So he also aligned with what we're talking about, that dress well, make yourself look good, be attractive to your husband, because you're already married doesn't mean that you shouldn't dress well. Sometimes, we
There's
need
this story that I saw. I heard this. I saw this. I really cried. This lady is so beautiful. Her husband and they had a good relationship. They were so much in love. And then God opened the door. The husband now got a job. And then he started seeing some women looking good and all that, smelling nice. And then he'll come back. The wife will not even take a bath. And she'll be cooking soup, ogili, every smell. And the husband will say, you're smelling ogili. And the wife will say, but you never complained that I smell like ogili. I'm like, in my heart, yeah, said you smell like ogili. Go clean up now, Munye. Who greets somebody with ogili hand? Ogili is that smelly thing you put in the soup. Who greet husband with ogili hand now? What is this? What is this woman? And her hair will look so bad and all that. So the husband started getting attracted to the one that where they smell nice, where they look good. Do you understand? And at a
Yeah.
point, they separated. Now, when they separated, that is why the woman now started dressing so nice. Who does that?
Yeah.
But your
Yeah.
husband has been giving you that light, light. Please don't smell like Ogla. Please clean up now. Wash up now. Waiting be this. Now, when they got separated, she started looking nice. She started looking good and smelling
Maybe,
nice.
maybe he might come around after seeing the way she's dressing now. He might come around. Who knows?
I know, but that's cut this long
It's too
story
late.
short.
Oh
They came
no.
back. They came back together. They came back together because they
Thank you.
realized that one that is flashy, that smells so nice. That's one thing. That inner beauty. She didn't have the inner beauty. She had the outside beauty. But the wife had the inner beauty. But the outside beauty was there, but she wasn't putting it right. She wasn't,
Yeah.
looking nice the way she should. Not even wearing expensive things, but smelling nice, washing, looking good. Yeah. So now he realized that although my wife, that's the most important thing. She has the inner beauty, and I know that the physical one is temporary. It can change.
Of
But the
course.
inner one, if you don't have it, you don't have it too. It takes time and effort. He
Mm.
went back to his wife. And by that time, the woman is now looking jagga figure
Touched up
eight,
herself.
looking like, yeah. So they got back
Well,
together.
thank God it ended well.
So what am I trying to say? Don't take your spouse for granted. Woman, don't leave yourself like, okay, I was a mama ngozi, I was a mama ihena, and then every time you tie rapper and be whackering, it's not right. Our husband, don't be like, because I don't get mama ngozi, and then your stomach will be like right here, and you're just whackering. No, look good for each other, so that attraction will still be there. When you see each other, you say, hey, Dimoma, Odogu Chingalumo. And you say, my wife, my lovely wife. You don't know my song? Go check it out. It's on my channel. That's a love song. Ngwanu.
Wow, you have a lovely
See ya.
voice.
Thank you. Ngwanu, I have a lot to do this morning. Oh, Charles, I need to go.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sister Ngozi. I don't know. Do you still have time do you still want to hang on?
I'll hang on. Then
Oh.
after saying what I would love to say, I would like to remove my cam because this is new to me.
I understand. I
But
understand.
I'll just hang in for now. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. We discussed about family interference in marriage earlier. I didn't see
Yeah.
the post anymore, which I would have loved to put on the screen. The lady was, I don't know if you've read it on Instagram, where the lady was complaining of how she was in labor. I think her husband wasn't in town, maybe he was abroad. I don't know, maybe he lives abroad or he traveled for, excuse me, business. And she was in labor, and it got to a stage where she would need to be operated on to go in for surgery. So our mother-in-law and her sister-in-law were there. And meanwhile, her husband has sent money. Her husband promised he was going to send money. So the husband now sent the money to his own mother and sister-in-law's account instead of sending it to the wife. So while she was going through the pains and they needed money, all these people were there, but they were just encouraging her, she can do it, or something like that. You know how the olden days women would do, like
Of
they
course.
feel
Yeah.
going through surgery is an abomination or something, or you're lazy. That's why you will be able to, you will have the option
Yeah.
of having surgery. So I think she said she finally had to ask someone, to maybe a brother also, to bring one of her assistant land, the document for assistance land. She uses that she gave that to the hospital people to hold on to, so they could give her do the surgery. I think eventually she lost the child.
Oh
So I
no.
think after, when she got home, that was when she realized, when she was talking to her husband, that, oh, you said you were going to send money, but we didn't say, you didn't send any money. And the husband now said, oh, he sent the money to his mom and the sister's accounts. And she was like, but they were there when all these things were going on. So she narrated how the husband's family has been interfering into their this thing. So it
Yeah.
seems to be that the man is the some men, maybe they are the only son or the only, all those
Mm-hmm.
things that their sister will
Yeah.
take control, their mom will take control. They get anything they say back there, they are coming on to give the authority at home. My parents don't want this. They have that fear.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think,
Yeah.
where should they strike a balance or draw the line to defining boundaries in before you get into marriage or when you get in there? All these are over possessive in-laws that they want to be in control. They in their own husband's house, they might not even have such say, but they still don't leave their own brother alone. That's the what I wanted to ask that you chip in words with.
Wow. Wow. That's a very sensitive issue because a child was lost in the process, you know.
Mm.
But now, in terms of boundaries, I think it lies on the man and the woman before they even consider marriage. This should be something that people should learn to communicate about. Communicate, talk about it before you even commit yourself. Because when you are in, you are in.
Mm.
It's easier to change and talk about these things initially before you say I do.
Yeah.
So the thing now is that the woman on her own has to make it clear to the man that, see, there are certain things I won't be able to take, when it comes to your family. This is where it has to end. These are the things I will take. These are the things I will not take. The man has to think about it. If he says he's not okay with it, I personally consider that to be a red flag.
Exactly.
Because if you say it doesn't really matter, there's this thing that I've heard, and I agree with it. When you have a weakness, when you get married, it becomes worse. When you have a strength, when you get married, I won't say whether it gets better, but it will never reduce. You understand? So if you overlook a red flag, by the time you get married, it's going to get worse. That's just the truth. So if the man says no, no, they're my family, they're my family, me personally, I have to give it a serious thought. Am I going to be taking? Can I tolerate all these things when I get married? If I know in my heart I will not tolerate it, I don't think there should be a go ahead in that relationship. This is my own personal this thing. You understand? I can't speak for everybody, you know.
Mm.
So these things should be, you have to discuss about it at length before you say I do. You understand? And based on what the Bible says, because I'm a Christian, the Bible says the man has to leave his parents and cleave to his wife. The two shall become one. When you get married, you should know that this woman should be the person that you should concern yourself with first before even your own parents. I understand that your parents, without them, you won't be in this world. But you have to cleave to this woman. She should be the number one in your life. Just like how your mother, her husband being your father, that's the man now. Her husband is her number one. Your wife should be your number one. That is how it should be under normal circumstances. You understand? So a point comes where the man should tell the parents, see, or the brothers and sisters, see, this woman is my woman. She comes first. If they're not pleased with it, well, it's quite sad, but they should also respect the man's wife, respect his marriage. It's not everything that you intrude and intrude. And the
Mm.
wife herself should also give some, she shouldn't say because she's married to the man and then the family shouldn't have any say. There should be
Anything.
a balance. In the comment section, I put there should be balance. You don't say because you are not married, then the mother does not have any say in her son's life. The
Mm-hmm.
sisters, you give them that freedom because these people are the people he grew up with all his life. He knows these people. So no matter how long he knows you, he knows these people longer than he knows you. So you have to give him that. It's also a form of respect too. If you let the man still communicate with his people, if you still let the man to still take some advice from the people, from his people, so long as there's a boundary, there's a limit to how far he goes, then it's still okay. Because you have your own family. How would you feel if your husband tells you, okay, cut your people completely off from your life? I mean, it's somehow. So in
Yeah.
everything, there should be a balance. You don't, too much of everything is bad. The man should know that his family, they are important, but your wife, under normal circumstances, should come first, just like what the Bible implies. The woman also has to give the man the respect that he has rights to, involve his family, but there should be a balance. So in all ramifications, in these different parties, they should know that there is a limit to how far they can go. You understand? So that is what I have to contribute in that
Thank
aspect.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can take your cam off. I understand. And for
Thank
the first
you.
time, you really try.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you for
you.
contributing. And people that have joined that, I wasn't able to actually acknowledge their presence, though I was trying to highlight their presence here. You're welcome. I know Onyi joined earlier. I don't know if she's still around. And Blessed at the Countryside, you're welcome. Olufunke was here earlier as well. Linda Nwa Nenye, Linda Nenye TV. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you're still around. And Yemsi, you're welcome. Yemsi Variety, Chisom, True Life, you're welcome. I know I saw a few people. I saw the Daily Entertainment. Is it Daily OK Entertainment earlier on, I think? And I think she's no longer here for now. Thank you for joining. Clement Treasure, thank you as well. I appreciate you. Chisom, thank you for joining. If any insight, I saw you earlier. I don't know if you're still around as well. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. So I hope you all met what is it called? What we're discussing, or you understand the story so far.
Bible says he that will have friends must first show himself friendly. You're squeezing your face. Nobody is calling me, but this is how your face is. Friday night you're at home. Monday you're at home. Tuesday you're at home. Instead of you to be smiling, be shining your teeth anywhere you are. When your friends are hanging out, say, I'm coming. When your colleagues are going to work, say, maybe that's where my husband will be. Let me dress up and join them. Show yourself friendly, and then you will have friends. All of you will be carrying natural hair about. Who natural hair help?
It does help me.
better wear your wig. I be doing like this. And be flipping it. Go and spend that money on hair. Draw your brows. Buy lip gloss. Look good.
Finish.
Natural hair is not selling market.
Chisom, you have to talk to us about this.
When
Draw
you
your
marry, you
brows.
off your wig.
Mary Kay.
Because you have entered. There's nothing they can do about it. But before you enter, don't be caught on fresh. Never. Package yourself well.
It's both before you enter and when you're in that you need to also, don't be caught on fresh. Sometimes your husband might cut you on fresh. It depends on what you're doing, but it shouldn't be a frequent thing that they know you with. And Sister Oju was saying something about someone was cooking and ogiri and all that. Some men will understand, but when it keep repeating itself, would I say the good one should try to sit their wife down and let them know, I don't like this thing, or it's not this thing is not nice. Just try and improve on it. Natural hair is good, and if you're okay with your using wig, your choice. I know there are time for everything. There are sometimes that people will get tired of this wig thing. I got tired. I'm not a wig hair person. It does disturb my life, and since I got my hair cut, see, I have peace. So, and I'm not ashaming those who use a wig or whatever. It's what they're comfortable with, but I just feel the way she articulates her message was not right enough. Maybe she'll be out another day to, make herself, explain herself better. I also noticed that sometimes when we're trying to preach, when they are trying to preach, people assume that they get the message from God. People just need to realize that there's some messages that they just take it upon themselves to preach out, to bring those words, maybe to encourage people. It doesn't mean that they're led by God. Some of my would I say weekend boosts that I do on Saturdays or Sunday, it's not, I won't say, oh, God told me to go and say this. If something lays in my heart to do, I will say, okay, I was led by, or something pushed me to do this thing. I saw something and I feel I could talk about it. So I saw a post where, Simi Sola, the lady that I used to sing to, was saying, maybe she thought it was God that led her, but I never thought I don't think she said if she was led by God, but it was just when people are talking in general. I feel when you have a mic on as well, you also need to be careful of what you're bringing out there. You need to rethink, filter, and maybe you should just jot some point down. In as much that they want to make people to laugh, they could go overboard sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Okay, yeah. Linda says she's still here. Thank you. Clement Treasure. Let me just read some comments. Okay, sister, by being in the background but going out now. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Clement Treasure said, I do not agree with this lady. Low cut gang. I think Linda's cut her hair. I think I saw a video the other time too. So welcome to the club. Low but natural hair is beautiful. Whatever that suit them, I'm sure they will get used to it. Which market would they sell? They will sell their body then. Clement Treasure is okay. Greeting. She's there greeting each other. Jumi is saying hello to Clement Treasure, and it's just exchange of pleasantry here. Blessed at the countryside said, I've cut my hair, but I do not use wig cap from time to time, but I'm really enjoying my short hair. You've cut your hair. That's nice to know. Well, if you want to cut your hair, if you feel comfortable with it, fine. If you want to keep it long, like before Ngozi creativity remove the camera, if you see her hair, and if you go to her channel, there's I think 2 or 3 videos where you could see her natural self and her hair, and it was just a natural, very long hair. So you'll be thinking, is she Miss Race? When I mean Miss Race, you know what I mean. Like, oh, is she from over there? Maybe she was born there, or she maybe a parent, one of her parents. But she has a very long hair. If you see one of my daughter's hair as well, that's my first girl. She has a curly hair. Some people think maybe, oh, it's Somalia, maybe she's Miss Race, maybe also she's light in complexion like me, so a bit lighter than me. So people will be taking that into, if you have natural hair, keep it. If you want to keep it, if you think, oh, like what's it called, is it True Life 24/7, 24/6 or 24/7? Don't scold me for missing that your name, please. She has full hair, so she will weave her hair and she might still put wig on, depending on what you're comfortable with. But be neat about it, whichever one, be neat about it, especially when you have also spouse. I know she's addressing the singles, but some of them also applies to the people that are already in there. So if they want to, for them to have to keep a good feminine hygiene. Um, Jumi, it says your device is not connected. I think you were here earlier. Yeah, you were here earlier, but the connection is not strong. No, I'm not kicking her out. Okay. So maybe you want to recheck the connection is not I don't know how to explain. It's just its device not connected. You will need to connect maybe your mic or check your network. Um um Clement Treasure said, all the women preaching, keep preaching about men always. Let's breathe. Exactly. So I have that as a topic here, as some of my point, like, okay, we do face this thing. You will see, when it comes to our genders, people will say we always bring ourselves out, but I mean, we don't really see much of men coming out to say, men, dress well, smell nice, wear this, do this for your woman, do that. If you know you're still single, you are looking for a wife, you need to dress well, you need to have good work. But women, they always teach us how to do this. In fact, most of our parents start bringing us up in the way of a wifey thing from when we're like 8, 5 or 6 or whatever. They're teaching you, you need to do this. It's women that will sweep, is this one. But as time goes on, things were changing. Like all these chores, it's not gender based now. Like, and they can also do it. But then when we're growing up, they make it look like, your younger brother, the last born, is like he's the head of the family, or he's older than you as a female, which the way we're just being pushed aside as a female. You go to a stage where you start feeling like, come on, I can also do it. Why can't I be respected the same way they respect maybe the men? I'm not saying we should respect men here, but there's much, I think there's more, would I say, cancel when it coming from our own side. Like, women do this to attract the man, to do this, to do that, to do that. We never can tell this woman now, by when she got married, maybe she might not be using wig then, but because as the civilized world that we're in, people are touching up and all that, people are gifting them. Because I know these women of God or whatever, they do have people bless them. Maybe she doesn't even buy a wig most of the time. Maybe it's just a blessing, So what to her, she knows how to dress well. She has a good stature. So, and it's maybe one of her things. So, but where she's using I don't know. I'm just saying, what if she's using her own money to be buying all this wig, all this straight bone, all those things? These things are expensive. Like, someone that is looking for husband, and are they going to use their money to be, to fend, or to, would I say, to get wig, get the lip gloss, get this lip gloss? I agree with it. Don't let your wig be, lips be cracked. Moisturize your skin, and not that look good. Even look good for yourself. There are sometimes I would dress up. I would like, okay, I'm feeling myself, and I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, I'm not an outing person anyway. So, but it doesn't have to be for the opposite gender. That's my destiny. It doesn't
Thank
really have
you.
all the
Exactly.
opposite gender. Please also try to just make yourself look good for yourself. I look good. My son will
Exactly.
tell me, "Mommy, why you this one? Mommy, look, yes, I like it." And if you ask, "Are you going now?" I don't really go out. So it doesn't have to be to attract the opposite gender.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to me. Hello, Jimmy. Can you hear us? You're muted.
Hello, Os. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. You're welcome and
You're
good evening.
welcome.
Oh, I've been at. Hi, everyone. I've been at the background. I was at the background earlier, but I guess
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
you, but it
not
shows
supposed to
that
come
your
across.
connection was weak. So, like 3 times or so. I think this is the third time it's showing. So I'm not able to bring you on. But now
Oh,
that was
thank
fine. I
God,
had to
finally
keep
I'm
you.
here. Hi, everyone. Thank you, host, for this
Welcome.
interesting topic. So, I would like to talk about the two issues, the two case studies um you spoke to us about. Firstly, for the woman and her husband's family. I read that story online. I don't know what platform I read it on. Was it Today Ed Note, or I don't know. I can't
Me
remember,
too.
but
I
I
was
know I
looking
saw
for
that
it.
from
I can't
somewhere.
find it anymore. I don't
It's
know.
a really, really pathetic case. It's a really, really pathetic case. Auntie Uju has spoken earlier, and thank you for coming on board, Auntie Uju. I appreciate all that you said. But I would like us to see it this way. If the wife, if the wife is the mother's daughter, would they have done that to her?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if she was not a daughter-in-law, if she was a daughter, would they really have done
Would
that to
she
her?
like if her
Fine.
daughter is being treated that way?
Yes. Would they have done? They kept the money from her. It was a life and death. No matter what the situation is, it is a life and death. They were supposed to release that money for her to get herself free because it is a life and death
Yeah, I
situation
think her
now.
network is a
And
bit.
fine, I know we'll say, oh, she has to take up some things because she's like Auntie Uju rightly said that if the wife is coming, if maybe if it was a mother-in-law that introduced them, that it's a very tricky situation. Now let's imagine that she was actually the one that introduced them to each other, and they got married and all of that, and the husband is abroad and she's back in Nigeria, and that situation happens. Should they have left her like that? Then when I was doing the story, I opened the comment and people were saying that the fact that she's still referring to the man as her husband still surprises them. Like, this person, it was a risky situation. Thank God you made it out alive. And if because it's a life and death situation, and he sent the money to the parents, the sister-in-law, and then they did not deliver the money. All of them. I know this will not sit well with us, but what if the woman had died?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Os, can you hear me? What if she
Yes,
had
I can
died?
hear you. Though you're breaking, but we can hear you now.
So they will now stand up 1 minute silence for her, and that is it. What if she had died? I'm just, because when I read that story, I was just upset. Fine, they didn't build a boundary. The wife the mother and the sister-in-law actually treated the wife anyhow. But does it justify what they did? It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
make it. They are not justified, and the man did not take action. Like, oh, because towards the end of the story, the man, I think the man did not take any step. Did not they didn't There was no follow-up story to that story that says that, oh, the man
I
was
think
so
the network
angry
is not
or
good.
anything.
Yeah, network is
Oh, can you hear
glitchy.
me? Can you hear me now? My
Yes.
network seems bad, but so I'll just stop on that. But I hope I was able to pass my message across in a way.
Thank you.
I don't think the man did well. And also for this for the preacher, I saw that video too. So immediately I saw that you're going to talk about it. I was excited
Mm,
about the topic. I think she's trying to pass a message, although in a way that she was not able to balance out the message. She was not
mm,
able to like strike a balance. I think what she was trying to say was that as a woman you have to look good, this, that, that. But where she was wrong, or where I would say she was wrong, was when she said, "Oh, you sit in your house, you think you'll find a man, this, that, that." I think she was wrong. That what works for A might not work
doesn't
for
work
B,
for me.
and what works for B might
Exactly.
not even work for C. The fact that you were out there and you got your husband does not mean that another person needs to go out to that same place you went to. And like you said, ma, why is your focus always on women, women, women?
The
It's
question
always
that
on
you
women.
asked. Okay,
It's
you
always on women. Women do this. Can you hear me? Am I still
yes, I
on?
can ask you. Oh, you're
We
asking
can,
me.
yeah, yeah, we can. We are listening.
My sister,
Okay. Like,
it
why is the
started from
focus
our
always?
parent too.
Sorry.
I said this, the question you asked me that it started from our parents, how they were,
Yes,
bringing us up
yes.
and treating us and making us feel like, okay, you need to be, would I
You
say,
need to do this,
wife
but I
material
think
from the
I think
beginning.
with this,
So,
yeah, with the younger generations coming up now, the millennial moms and Gen Z moms, we are trying to change the narrative.
hmm,
There's nothing like, oh, because you because you're a girl, you have to do this for your brother. It has to be equal, because that is what is messing up the world. The men. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a feminist by any way, but I'm just of the opinion that if you want to look good for yourself first, because
Mm-hmm.
you are a woman, you are human,
Mm-hmm.
you are a girl first before you are anybody's sister, anybody's wife, anybody's daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
You are first you. So look good for yourself. Do what makes yourself happy. If natural
Mm-hmm.
hair is the way that makes you happy, do it.
hmm,
If wig is what makes you happy, do it. If it is low cut, do it. So I used to relax my hair before I transitioned to natural hair like a year ago. Yeah, yeah, no more than a year yet. So I was finding it difficult to maintain it. I decided to texturize it. I have a video on that on my channel. I decided to texture, and since I
yeah, I
texturized
watched
it,
it.
oh my god, it's been bliss. I can comb my hair easily. I can
Easily.
cornrow it. I can wear my wig. It's just been easy. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean someone told me about this all this well. I would have done it, because this is what makes my life easier. Instead of saying, oh, I have to just be a natural hair girl. No, I have to. I'm still a natural hair girl, but then you can see me today and see me on a wig. I have wigs, but tomorrow I can decide that, okay, I'm packing this my hair. Most times I even go out with my natural hair now. So it comes from a place of confidence. Are you confident in yourself, in what you look like? Hope is not that you're trying to find validation from people
Mm-hmm.
around you. So I think whatever we do, let's just do it for ourselves first, because you can't give what you don't have. If you don't have confidence, even if your husband or your children or anybody around or your friends says you're beautiful, because that confidence is not there, you never believe it. But if you've been able to build up, oh, I'm beautiful with or without wig, with my natural hair or without, then nobody can tell you otherwise. So
That's
let me
yeah.
talk so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for this topic.
Thank you. Thanks for
Thank you so
coming
much,
in
ma'am.
and tuning in to also support. Everything shouldn't be about men.
It should,
If you
yeah,
if
it
you
should be
check,
about us first.
majority of the time, let me just say 40% of the time men would preach about looking after your wife and your family. They use family more. They use family more, which is their wife, their children, and all that. Or don't forget where you home you come from. Don't neglect your parent because you're married and all that.
Yes,
But when it comes to women, we carry part 10. No, they will tell you
Mhm.
the cooking side. They will tell you your hair one. They will tell you your lip one.
yes.
They will tell
Even
you
even
the
even as a daughter. Now let's even forget about being a wife or anything. As a daughter,
Mm,
even amidst many siblings, you are the daughter. There's so much responsibility placed on you that, oh, you have to do this, you have to bring everyone together. You have to. I
mm.
understand that that is the way God made women, but sometimes we need to also breathe. We need to also
Yeah,
breathe. I was telling my brother. My brother was like, "Oh, that the group because we have a platform. I believe everyone also. So we have a platform that everyone does. So for some days, I've been really, really busy. I've not been able to come on the platform to say, "Oh, daddy, sister, do this." So it has been quiet, and I'm like, "You people cannot. No one is doing anything because I'm not here." And my brother was like, "It's because you're not here to coordinate." I'm like, "Coordinate? No, people can go on with, or
do
even
it
if
as
I'm
well.
around or not." So there's usually so much responsibility placed on the girl child and on the wife, on the sister, that sometimes all the weight can get to us
Yeah,
sometimes.
too much is expected from
Yeah, so
the
too
female side,
much,
and
too
it also
much,
makes
too
them
Well, I
much.
would
misforgetful.
like to.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would like to say something. Oh, the
Okay.
thing is that even in the Bible, it's even there. This pressure.
Yeah.
I'm
Mm,
telling you. The book of is it
Hmm.
not Proverbs 14:1? It says a wise woman builds her home is the foolish one that tears it down with her own hands. My own interpretation of it is that the success of a family lays solely on the woman. Not really solely, but most of it lays on the woman. So is it that the Bible is being biased? I can't really tell. But the truth is that we women, the
No,
reality is that
no, don't.
we have,
No, the
yeah,
Bible is right.
the
But
Bible is right.
the
But the
essence of
thing is
my,
that,
for me,
yeah, the
yeah,
essence of my argument is that we have to balance it out also. We don't have to put
you are
so
right. No,
much.
you are right. No, I'm
Fine,
not,
there is
I'm
already.
not, I'm not. Mm. You are
no,
right.
she's only
What
talking
I'm saying
about
now is this: the
Bible passage.
reality of it,
Mm-hmm.
whether we as women like it or not, is that most of the outcome of a marriage, most of it, sometimes the bitter truth is that it lays on we women. It's left for us to accept the reality or not. But the truth now is this: while
Bible
we are
says he
thinking of
that will
it,
have friends must first show himself.
Sorry,
okay,
I'll remove
yeah, but
you.
the thing is that why we take the biblical aspect of it, we should not ignore the part from the men too. We have to raise up sons that we appreciate women. We have to raise up sons that let them have that mindset that yes, women are homemakers, but they have also huge responsibility too to encourage women, to love women, to protect women. Because when we just leave the whole thing on women, it's too much, as you have rightly said. And we also have to raise our daughters to have confidence in
Yeah,
themselves. They shouldn't place confidence in
Yes.
fake hair, fake lashes. Please, please.
that's a
You
good
see this
point.
video that you're talking about? I watched one lady who addressed it in TikTok. This lady has natural hair. And see so many women, unfortunately, we are attacking this woman. I don't know why. The lady, I don't know if she's this Cora Abidi, what's her name, self?
Or Obidi, yeah, yeah,
I think it's her sister that addressed it. I don't know if they are blood sisters because this lady looks so much like Cora.
they're blood
So
sisters. Yeah,
much like her.
she has natural
I
hair
think
as well.
she's the one. Yes, I think
Yeah,
she's the
she's the
one.
one.
She's the one.
Sometimes
She
she uses
addressed
it,
it.
or she keeps her
She
natural hair.
addressed she addressed this particular video. She addressed it and she was like, see, this is the problem we are going through. We women. Is it not enough that Western civilization has really degraded us? So
Yes.
many of us want to bleach our skin to look like white people, as if that is not enough. You're not telling us to
Mhm.
wear wig. Is it not too much? Do you understand? She
The thing is,
addressed
they're
it,
not
and
even talking about the
unfortunately,
maintenance as well.
yeah, unfortunately, women were attacking her in the comment section. I'm like, seriously, seriously. So the thing now is this: we women, we have lots of work to do on ourselves. We have to know that we don't necessarily have to do these things for us to feel beautiful, for us to
Mm.
attract a man. Must everything be about attracting a man, for goodness sakes? What about being beautiful for yourself? Just be beautiful for yourself. Have
The
enough
inner
confidence in
beauty as
yourself.
well. Ah,
Do you know that there's some ladies that are on, I don't even like that word dread. There are some ladies on locks, they look so beautiful. I'm talking about
yeah.
brown
You've not
skin
watched
ladies.
Clement video.
Especially on micro logs. Really, really
This micro
gorgeous.
locks, I was even
Like really,
considering
really
it.
beautiful.
Yes, I was even considering this micro locks to some extent, but I was like, you know what? No, I don't know. I may not, but I don't want. It's a huge commitment for me, but that thing is really expensive. If you want to start it, except if you see somebody that is very good that can install it for you free, but that thing is really expensive.
Mm.
Some people go to Nigeria to do it, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. How will I have that kind of thing and I'll go and start thinking of putting bone straight hair on my head? You know,
My
we
sister,
should raise up our daughters to know that they are beautiful with their natural hair. You don't need to go extra mile, you know. And it starts with us mothers. For those of us who are mothers who are watching this, your daughter will learn from you. If you are putting bone straight hair, what makes you think she will not desire the same thing? I don't have anything against extensions. I have nothing against it. But I'm not supporting is relying on it alone, thinking that that is what makes you beautiful.
mm,
Is it that God made a mistake by giving us our natural hair? Under normal circumstances, these extensions add, as they call it, protective styles. What they normally do is to protect our natural hair from what they call it now. There's a word that the natural hair term, I've forgotten it, from breakage, exactly, from breakage. You understand? And if you wear these things for a long time, they affect the edges of your hair. You don't
mm,
understand? The front part of your hair, the hairs begin to fall off if you wear these things
mhm.
every time. Do you understand? So there should
Yeah.
be a balance. You don't just say wear wig. I mean, when I listened to that who natural hair, that thing was the only thing that I didn't even need to listen to the whole video. Which who natural
She even
hair?
said it.
Excuse me.
She said it out of like the way she said it, like out of spite for the natural hair gang. Like if you listen to
Can
like
I defend that?
she doesn't want to.
Can I defend
Like
that?
she just
Sometimes, you know what? I try to put people's I try to try to, would I say, put myself in people's position.
The devil's
And
advocate.
sometimes I might need to kind of also think back of what I have said in the past, that I don't mean it the way it sounded. That's why I'm saying she might address this in a church tomorrow. It could be out of women. We don't know the program they have where she had the mic and she was speaking, but I know she's a pastor. I've listened to her message. I know she has a great message, but this one is off. We don't know if she that she's talking. She might actually have a natural hair. Maybe she's just using wig whenever she's stepping out. So I think the way some people bring out the message or attacking it. You understand?
yeah,
Saying
the way
"Oh,
she
natural
brought it
hair
out.
help. Of course, you
Maybe
will
she's
get
just trying
people
to say
that
that look after
doesn't really
yourself,
have
but then
natural hair. I have natural hair. My natural help. Who will help? He help me. If he not help you, I be now. Welcome, Chisom.
all right, I will step down now.
Thank you.
Yes, me
Thank
too.
you
I
for
like to step
Because
coming.
my
down
network
too.
is
I like to
terrible.
step
But
down
Okay,
then
too.
I appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you.
thank you.
Welcome, Chisom.
I really enjoyed being a part of it. So thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone. You really
Thank
graced this day
you.
for me. Thank you. Um, Chison, you can unmute yourself if you're ready. You're welcome.
Hello, 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 my
Hello,
people. Good
hello,
morning.
hello, hello.
I've been here in the background
Yes, I can see that.
listening to great women of God. Like you have a community. Starting from Uju, Ngozi, many of them, Mommy Fechi did not come up there at least. She was there and great people around. Y'all have really done justice to these two topics. is a big one. Let
Thank
me
you.
get started with the first one, talking about that woman and what she passed through in the hands of her in-laws. I want us to understand that it's true. Our people used to say one person is not the one marrying a woman. It's true. But then, not in this case, because they really, really humiliated her, demeaned her, and she would have lost her life, just like the
Mhm.
last speaker said. But all glory to God that she made it alive. I think this particular live streaming needs to be posted in every of our community so that our men can see this. Just like somebody said already, that a man should leave his family, his father and his mother, and cleave to his wife. Who does that? To be sending money to the, is it the sister or the mom? To do what? Because I don't really understand that one. So they will
Mm.
not be the ones that will bringing out the money, or she doesn't know how to hold money. Her hand is hurting her to hold money, or she spends money so much that they are controlling the way she's spending. That is ridiculous. This is because somebody let it happen initially. At the beginning of the marriage, the foundation was already faulty. Even as a girlfriend, when you all were about to get started, you should have the trust that if you give your girl money, she should be able to hold it well. Her hand wasn't paining her for him to do that. That was where the humiliation started. The man started it first, not even the family. And then this family, even if you don't have conscience, because if you do, think of your own daughter somewhere. If somebody should do this to your own daughter, while all the people we are talking, I was just learning and adding to what I know as a young person in this platform, because I waited for all our grandmothers and grandfathers to talk first. Grandfathers and grandfathers on YouTube. Yeah, we are
Mhm.
coming. I was busy learning. But this is common sense. You should leave your family and cleave to your wife. We are not saying that the place of the sister is no more there. We are not saying that the place of the mom is no more there. We are not saying that there is no more uncle. There is no more aunt. But let's call a spade a spade. She is matured enough to be a wife, and so she should be given the privilege to take control of her finances. So this man needs to hear this story. If somebody should try and tag whoever that did this ugly thing to the woman, that is absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. And our people have really talked a lot about this. In addition to that, it's true that a man was someone's brother before. You know, it is so hard for them to let go that your brother is married now. They should get that into their skull, into their head, that their brother is now someone's husband. And that is why you should let go and let them control their finances and let them do what they have to do for the family to be successful. But some sisters-in-laws refuse to step away and think that their brother is still their brother. That's why you see some of them still barge into the rooms of their brothers. Your
Yeah,
brother
no
is
respect.
married. Before you go to his room, you have to knock. Hey, if you are a sister here, sister-in-law, please let's understand that. It's true, it's your brother. Please, you have to knock. There is someone that has taken him. He did not steal him away. You all agreed and went someday and married her. And now we are now feeling uncomfortable, feeling unprotected, that, oh, your brother is about to be taken away. Nobody is taking your brother. Eh? I pray that God will give us understanding to
Amen.
understand
Amen.
and know that there is a place for a sister-in-law, brother-in-law, mother-in-law, father-in-law in marriage. We are not discarding you all. I'm a mother-in-law to be, I'm a sister-in-law to someone, but let's understand that there is a place for every other person. We are not struggling for position. Because what I notice is that people are thinking that we are, fighting over who takes over. No, there is seat and space for everybody, and it will accommodate all of us in Jesus' name. So,
Amen.
mother-in-law, be in your place. Sister-in-law, be in your place. And make sure you're not stepping on each other's toes. And don't feel you will sit on anybody's nose and be comfortable on it. Nobody will allow that. I wonder how the woman even allowed that, because they all sat on her nose and messed around with her life. But all glory to God that she did not
Thank God.
die
So,
in
yeah,
that
she was
situation.
able to narrate the story.
All glory to God. Let it be a lesson for each and every one of us to please step a little bit away from your sister-in-law's bedroom, your brother-in-law's bedroom, and let's know that there is a space for each and every one of us. Hmm? Sister-in-law, don't think that they snatch your brother away. No, your brother is still there. That woman, take care of him. If you let her, because she agreed to come in, and so I don't see any wife to be an enemy unless otherwise dictated for some reason. Yes, that is what I have for the first one.
Thank you.
And for the second one, guys, hey, I have
Hey,
commenting that I couldn't let it out in just typing. It's a big one. Hey, the woman committed a blunder. Oh. Eh? I know she's trying to minister.
sorry, let me get
That's
water.
the way she presented it. Go ahead, I'm here.
Yeah,
The
keep
way
talking, please.
she presented her case is totally unacceptable. How can you say that there is no place for a woman that is carrying natural hair? When did the gold thread even came into existence? When did all these things came in? So our parents that all got married, they were wearing wigs. No, all these are additions that modernization has brought to us. And so for her to say that is it's really, really not good. And I know that people are dragging her. This is just the beginning. Because you will still see reaction videos about this, and she is the one that will come back to change whatever she has said, because she has really, really said it in a wrong way. It doesn't work like that. You are wearing your natural hair. You are still neat. I'm wearing my natural hair. In case y'all don't know, what you see me do is packaging. I'm wearing a very low cut. Sometimes I put an extension in front. Sometimes I wear wig, braided wigs, and every kind of wig. We know how to, juggle our things. Women. But nobody should stand out to make such blunder, because it's hurting to our sisters that are in the other kind of faith. They will just be like, so are you saying that those going to deeper life, they will not get married, Abi? Eh?
Mm.
Their marriages are not working. No. I was thinking that she was trying to say that we should take care of ourselves better as a
Ourselves.
sister, as a mother. And many of our people have said it all on this platform that that was what she was trying to say. And being a non-figure, she's not supposed to stand on the pulpit and focus so much on this, because whatever she says will be used against her in the court of law. The court of law of YT Street, because they're going to drag her. So I hope this gets to her ear so that she will restate, rephrase, and restructure whatever she wanted to say. And so we mothers, somebody has also analyzed that. Yes, we are married, it's true. But you still need to continue to step up your game because this is an ongoing thing. If you let your sleep, somebody else will sleep it for you. Igbo people used to say that. Eh?
I'm getting
Ịrapụ ụlọ ama nke si ekwu ya ha alala ọlụ gị ụla. I always say Gores needs a translator because I can see that your community is full of our Eastern sisters. All glory to God. I will teach you Igbo, don't worry. I'm here. So, don't let people to sleep your sleep for you. Do what you got to do to spice up your marriage. Do what you got to do. And don't say, oh, I'm married, I'm so busy. I heard someone that said, put those small perfume at the back of your ear before you go to bed. Go and wash up the ogili, the iru, and those things you use in the kitchen, those condiments, wash them off before you go to bed. It's true that we women are the ones that are being dragged about, stepping up our game. We are the ones to teach our men. They should also spice up their shower. They should not carry those grease and all the heat they use all day to come to the bed. It's true. But women, ours is more important because we are the one that is holding the home. The man might be the pillar, but we hold it better. We hold it better. The cleaning, the spicing up, I think we should be able to do better. May God give us understanding in the mighty name of Jesus. So I'm gonna still be here and we will take you to the end of it. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Wow. Would I say it's been a blessed one?
Yes.
Thank you for everyone that's joined. Should I say I wasn't expecting it? You know, sometimes you don't. I'll be the only one ranting. One or two people will come and go. And today was really blessed. The fact that we're having understanding of more of what the woman was trying to tell the people out there. I would say do what you can do, and also try to improve on yourself where you know you're lacking. Sometimes when we go to church or any seminar, when they say things, you can pick the one that applies to you where you need to improve. You don't have to do everything. We're not really here to kind of criticize or everything that she said. That's why I said I didn't listen to the entire message, but the one that got people, you know, how they will cut few parts out there. That place, no matter what she was saying from the beginning, that place really kind of, would I say, smell the oil of our preaching. But
Exactly.
she's trying to talk about feminine routine, and usually, you know, women are loud. I'm sorry to say that. Like when it comes to how to get a man, how to this one man, how to woo a man, this one man. It's too much out. It's pretty much out there. Majority of people know what to do. The lazy one might not do it. So if they get a wig, what about the maintenance? Maybe that will be the next preaching. Because if you get a wig, you get to a stage where you get tired. The style Chisholm does, I've done it before. There will be just one flip one at the side. Later, I don't even want nothing to want to touch my hair, even to comb the hair itself. Sometimes, like, oh God, it's paining me. I need to make it go low. So some people will get tired. They will get tired of the same wig. They will want to buy. Okay, let's say the person has a black now. The way she is preaching and she's doing this, some people will like, oh, I like this. Our own no glow, brown one is glowing. Is this
Oh,
one? I
how
want.
many shots are you gonna get?
Thank you. Then she will now think that one will suit her. Imagine someone that is not as light as her or even the same complexion as I might think, oh, if I put on this one, it will suit me like us. You know, some women they do have this, they need to do the same thing you did. That's when they feel comfortable in themselves. Like, why? You need to learn to love yourself. Stay in
The
front
way
of
you
the
are.
mirror, admire God creature.
Beautiful
Look
girl.
at yourself from different angles. Pardon me?
And guess what? Our young girls. That is what the problem is now. Everybody wants to wear that bone straight. Even the married ones. How many of
My
us can
sister, I'm
afford?
not gonna lie you. My
Eh?
children get them.
Oh,
My that's why I said something bold.
Money to buy it because you bought it for them.
Amy, sorry, I'm speaking my
Oh,
me.
you never say. I understand. Amy, I'm not, not be me,
No,
oh, because
no, they're
I
not used
have
to
not
it.
mine and I'm going to buy
When they do
yours. I
their work,
know
they buy it.
that our daughters can is because we are in the diaspora, they are working, they can save their money and do what they want to do. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I share with my daughter. I say, the money you spend to fix your nail, I don't go to those nail shop where you go.
I don't
And she said,
fix nails.
Mom, I'll
Look at
spend my
me.
money
I
on
don't know.
myself. I said,
What does
okay,
that
no
mean?
problem, it's
Different way.
yours. I don't want to take your money, but if you fix your nails for $100,
Wow.
$80 as a single lady, when you are now married, what will you do? Eh?
Some
It is
of
their
them.
time. All glory to God. But then, wisdom is profitable to direct. Who
Mm,
are we trying to impress? There are nails you can do for $30, 25, 50, you know. But everything still boils down to the decision you want to take as a person. What the woman is trying to let us know is that we should step up our game a little bit, try to spice it up. But it's not always in the wig of a thing. It doesn't lie in the wig.
and
And
it doesn't
somebody,
have to be for men alone. That's my main point here.
oh, they keep dragging we
Not
women.
for men alone. Look,
Mm.
look good for yourself too. Look good for even for your family. You don't just it doesn't have to be men alone. What if the man doesn't like you anymore? What happened? Would you stop using the wig?
And then a time will come, you'll be so accustomed to the wig that if you now take it off, hey,
You
your
are
mom
not
will
confident in
don't
yourself.
make a mistake. What is going on? Is this still my wife? Don't get too used to it. Sometimes be yourself. Just shower and be yourself. I
Mm,
don't know how to say this, but this is a very nice topic and it is a lesson to us all.
thank
It's
you.
a lesson to us
Thank
all.
you. We really spent a lot of time today. I plan on 1.5 hours,
Oh, here.
and we here we've done 2 hours, and we've really would I say dissect the topic, and I'm sure we all understand. People that will watch this later, wherever stage they watch
They
up
will.
to.
There was a live streaming. You heard when I was telling you, they don't gather here again. So we were Oh, yes,
Okay.
I got that name from, is it Mommy Fechi? That
Mm-hmm.
was how I followed her too, and she's doing a great job. So we were
Okay.
all,
Wait, okay.
immediately I moved, all of them gather also. They all remember that you are also live, and
Okay.
it
That's
was
fine. Thank you. Thank you. We've really dealt with the topic. Fix the
good.
nail. If you want to fix your nails, fix your nails. Some people are even criticizing the long nails. They'll say it has to be short. Do what pleases you. All I know is that there are certain things that at the time it will get to a stage you might come off it. Naturally, you might not really do it anymore. As you grow something, okay, you might still, if they're still young or they just started, you might still be shacking them. As time goes on, they might not do. I'm not a fixed nailing person, or I hope that English is right. I do not. I've done it before. I think during my wedding, and it was what did they call it? Like micro whatever thing. It wasn't sitting well with me. I think the first second day I started trying to take it off. I have natural. God bless me with my nails, so I thank God for that. But if you think this will beautify you and you're okay with it, fine. If you think you're struggling financially to also meet up with it, try to also find a way to do it yourself. I just wouldn't want people to also take all this bone thing and it becomes a financial burden that any man they are now looking for is part of the thing they expect the person to start facing. Yeah, I've watched a program before that a guy was telling the lady that he doesn't like her in artificial. You have to be natural. And the lady was saying, but you saw me in artificial before you married me. Some people were
But
saying the guy was trying to cut
that
nails.
guy might end up still liking artificial later. Everything is a stage.
Yeah,
Like
it's
in
a
my secondary school, college, I did not make up. This making up started as an adult, and that is what it should be. See, this early making up is a thing, makes our teenagers, our young adults to look old. That is my own view. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
make
if they
everybody
start with the young adults, because it
used
makes them
to
look
all
older than what
have
they
that
should let
early.
them be children, or what do they say it?
Yeah, when you start that early, what are you going to do when you are in your 40s?
Mm.
Eh? When that face is already, changing, when you are in your 50s, 60, and some other people will say, when you're in your 40, 50, that's when you should just retire. And then other people will say that is when you will start. So everything still boils down to doing you. Americans will always say, I'm just doing me. I want to do me. So
Yeah,
do
do you
you,
focus
do
on
you.
yourself?
Do what you want to do, but don't
Mm.
make any person to feel inferior because of what you feel is okay. It's
Mm.
okay for you, it might not be okay for someone else. I'm not gonna bother you, and you're not gonna bother me. That's it. So she
Yeah.
really made a blunder, and she needs to fix it. She needs to fix it. I believe she will see lots of reaction videos to that.
I'm
And
sure she must have gotten a lot and she won't be able to watch everything. So I think her decision would be that she's going to address things tomorrow, as she's a pastor, like I said. So she might need to address some of our ladies that, you know what I mean. And maybe we'll hear it. Some of the followers will also record and post some. And if you decide to let it die, some people, they will advise them, don't address it right now. The more you address it, the more it's still drawing more this thing. Let it, give it 2 to 3 weeks. Something else will come up and they'll forget about this topic. Then maybe she might not address it with her congregation. Her choice, I don't know how it is. Like I said, she might have a natural hair on and she uses wig when she's going out. We never can tell. Do what pleases you. And I know that what people try, after a while, they might get tired. They might switch to something else. But always remember to love yourself. Love yourself. If you don't love yourself, if you're allowing someone else's decision to dictate how you will love yourself, when that person's decision is no longer there, how would you cope with yourself, seeing yourself in the mirror when things are not going well? Because they are always, the sweet and the sour times come in. How would you manage that as well? Love yourself, appreciate God's creator, how God has created you. I'm not saying don't improve yourself, don't improve your look, but do things in moderation. I would say that's my what I will use that to write up. Do things in moderation, love yourself. Pardon me?
that's a great conclusion.
Thank you. Thank you. We've spent 2 hours, and I would like to say thank you to everyone. If I can still carry on, but like I don't want it to be too long. And we'll keep bringing things up, bringing things up. But we've picked some lessons here, and we know what she meant and where she's done it wrong. No one is perfect. I'm not perfect here. Everything is on learning, purposes for even the younger ones, and also we parents that we have. The outgrowing one. Even sometimes when my girls does when they come home and they do braids, the singles at the color, I'll say, "Oh, you look so natural." They say, "Mommy accepted me." Eh? Yeah, they know because when we do normal this thing, you can see that natural beauty and all that. So sometimes we also encourage the younger ones when they have their normal braids, or it doesn't have to be wig, 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 wig. Some people, some of them are obsessed with this wig, bone and HD thing. It is well.
Mm.
It is well. We'll get there in Jesus' name. And I'm sure a lot of people will learn a lesson from our message as well. In a way, you wouldn't be like it's just discouraging the good one out there. I hope some people will see it from another angle and pick the good lesson from it. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate all the everyone that's joined the live stream, in the comment section, and also people that have jumped on the stream as well to support me. Yemsi Variety, thank you. Jimmy's Kitchen, thank you. I know Daily Entertainment was here earlier, thank you. Mommy Fichi, thank you. Ngozi Creativity, thank you. Mosisi, thank you. He was the first one that joined, followed by Jimmy. And Chisom, thanks as my my last co-host. I appreciate you. I know something at the countryside. Excuse me, I'm trying to remember her
Lots of
name.
people. Annie Insights, Ngozi came up.
Yeah, Annie Insights. Uju Talk Show, a Clement Treasure, True Life, yeah, Blessed at the Countryside. Linda Nenye, thank you for joining. And Onyi was here earlier too as well. Thank you. If I've missed your name, I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional. And I do appreciate everyone that's contributed in the comment section and also coming to the jumping in. God bless you. Thank you, Chisom. Thank you. Thank you for ending the show with me. You say with to treasure my co-host.
My
My
co-host,
co-host.
up again tomorrow. We have live
Let's
for 5 p.m.
let's co-host one that I watch. She didn't pick on the club, so you said she's not going to do that thing. So yeah, so send me word to my co-host, to your co-host. I mean, thank you everyone. Thank you, and I'll call it a day here. I appreciate you all. Bye bye. I'll just
Bye.
play and I will end it there.
Yeah,
Show
bye-bye.
yourself friendly. You're squeezing your face. Nobody is calling me, but this is how your face is. Friday night, you're at home. Monday, you're at home. Tuesday, you're at home. Instead of you to be smiling, be shining your teeth anywhere you are. When your friends are hanging out, say, I'm coming. When your colleagues are going to work, say, maybe that's where my husband will be. Let me dress up and join them. Show yourself friendly, and then you will have friends. All of you will be carrying natural hair about. Who natural hair help?
I did hear.
Okay. Better wear your wig. I mean, like this. And be flipping it. Go and spend that money on hair. Draw your brows. Buy lip gloss. Look good. Natural hair is not selling market. When you marry, you off your wig. Because you have entered. There's nothing they
Beauty
can
by
do about
NG,
it.
you're
But before
welcome.
you enter,
We're rounding
don't
up
be
for
caught
get
off
ready. Thank
fresh.
you.
Never. Package yourself well.
Thank you, Beauty by NG, for joining. We've already finished, and if you have time, you can do a playback and drop your comments. We'll appreciate that. Thank you for coming in. The wig gang here. I know the beauty one there. I know the lipstick one. The lip. I watched the. I don't know. Did I comment? I think I did comment on option 1 and 2 that I do on the how to gloss your lip. Thank you. You can rewatch this later if you have time. We will appreciate that. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It's a great topic, and I really appreciate how we actually dealt with it maturely. So please do what is comfortable, what you're comfortable with, and try to do something to also impress yourself. Everything doesn't have to be for a man, because you don't know, even the man themselves can change. They also have time that they are not in the mood for all these things. So you still love yourself. Natural hair is good. If you want to use wig and you're comfortable with it, use it. If it's dreadlock or whatever, just do it and make sure you're neat about it. It's clean. Make yourself fresh and be good for yourself. Thank you very much for those who joined, and I'll say bye-bye for now. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Yeah, you came late. Help me to replay it later, eh? Thank you. You okay, Daddy? Yeah. What do you want to ask?